For the final time in the regular season, it's Week 18, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Hey, check that. 60 Bison. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Cardinal. Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Viking 18.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
Check out.
To the right, that's Pitts. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On second down, Richardson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
19 Lion. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and 6.
Bronco 80.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got it at the 3. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Check.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Richardson. And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Trying to get to that pylon, not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. What a big play there for New England. 55 yards on the game. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. No problem there on the extra point. And the Patriots will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The motion man here is Mitchell.
Hurt.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's Richardson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On the ground, here's Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Throwing is Richardson. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Jets. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them up.
And this one is blocked. He gets free. He's to midfield. To the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Willis now to throw. He's going to air this one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A ball deep for the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Now Richardson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Go!
3rd and long.
18 Cardinal. Check go.
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from 30 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Jets going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
19. Check. 7-5, 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5.
Here's Willis. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Richardson. Going up top. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Third and long. Looking to throw, Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And the Patriots will take over possession here at the 44.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Willis to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Throwing, Willis. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Throwing is Willis. And that one incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try to run. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, New England. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Richardson. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Well, most teams that find themselves in this situation, Mike, what are they going to do on first down? They're just going to run it. They're going to just plow it up in there, and the idea is don't make the quarterback take the center exchange in the end zone. Well, not this guy. He decides to throw it deep downfield, and even though it's an incomplete pass, you have to imagine it's going to soften that secondary up just a little bit.
70 range, 70 range. Warrior 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing again from his own end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
60 bison, 60 bison. Big lion. Come on, set. Ready.
Richardson to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Now a give on the ground, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
19 target, Dragon 60.
Willis now to throw. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Patriots first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Let's go. Hurt, hurt. Hurt, hurt.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 7.
Set. Ready?
Throwing, Richardson. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Check go.
From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Ready up.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Willis. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. To throw is Willis. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Here's a 2nd and 12. Willis. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Throwing, Willis. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Here's Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Finding space inside the 40. And it will finally be taken down at the Jets' 22-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. And even 30 yards.
Ready. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check go.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give here to Pacheco. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. In motion, it's Waddle. Here we go. One final play. Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.